Oh, shoot, my bad. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Just B Show. Thanks for tuning in with your boy Timothy B, also known as Just B Speaks, for another special episode with a special, very special woman. Check this out. Y'all seen her on the podcast that we did yesterday, Conversations of Greatness. Well, the name of this one is The Pursuit of Success. Y'all know her. She's a host, not only a regular host, y'all. She's a red carpet host. You feel what I'm saying? She's a self-published author. She's an entrepreneur. She's a beautiful black woman, and I love her. I love, and I'm so glad and proud to call her my sister, y'all. Let me go ahead and bring on this thing so y'all can see who I'm talking about. Sis, what's up with you?
What's going on? What's going on? Oh
Not
my
much,
God.
not much. How you doing today?
I feel really blessed. I feel really blessed. Today was a good one.
That's good. That's good. So as y'all see, y'all know who it is. It's my girl Shonta Gibson, aka Queen G, and she about to show y'all why she truly the queen. Go, what's up, Queen? You can do tell the people how was your day today?
Oh, it was great. Did a lot of personal stuff heading out to Mississippi tonight. So after this show, we get ready to hit the road. It's my anniversary weekend. Been with my boo for 12 years, and we hit our 6 year wedding anniversary on the 21st. So we're heading out of town to just celebrate and have some personal time, which we never
Nice.
get. We never get that.
It's because of the kids. Because I know when most of the time when we got kids, it'd be hard to get that PA, that personal time, that PT.
Not just the kids only, of course, are what we do for a living. You know what I'm saying? Our businesses, and it's a grind every day. So when you're a entrepreneur, it takes a lot of time, and it's more intense than just clocking in on a 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Well, again, y'all see it's my girl, Shonta Gibson. She's all over social media, y'all. She's all over everywhere. And like I said, she ain't a regular host. She's a red carpet host. And you see that smile? That's inspiring in itself. So, hey, if you ready, Shonta, let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Cool.
sir. Yes, sir.
So, as y'all know, this particular episode is called The Pursuit of Success. Success, everybody can attain success, but everybody has their different perspectives, their different perceptions of what success truly is. So the first question I want to ask you, Shante, is what's your definition of success?
My definition of success, I'm gonna give it in one word: consistency.
Nice.
Consistency. You got to stay
Yeah.
consistent at what you do, because there's a lot of ups and downs, especially as a business owner, entrepreneur. But consistency is key. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Longevity, consistency, grind, no fear. You know what I'm saying? Not being afraid to step out and break those doors down. You know, we talked about that yesterday. It's called create a lane. And
Yeah.
busting those doors down that don't really exist for you. So
Woo-wee.
it's a constant grind. Consistency though is key.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely agree. Yes, y'all. So if y'all heard what she said, that's her definition of success. Now that's her perception, but it's a wonderful perception. So pay attention because you're gonna learn a lot today. Thank you for that, Queen.
Definitely, definitely. I just want to, be authentic with the people and tell them the truth of what it really, really takes. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So look, it most of the there's a lot of time. I realize that a lot of times in life, and myself, I've been a victim of this. Correct, right? Oh, I can't. You can't say correct because you know what I'm gonna say. But I've been a victim of doing things that like I wanted to attain something, right? But the way that I was doing it wasn't going to allow me to become that person. So the question is, does what you want allow you to be who you are becoming?
Does what you want allow you to be? That's a good question. um, I believe that, you know what I mean? You definitely have to want it, and desire it, and to think things into existence. Because a
Right.
lot, again, it's not necessarily tangible yet or all the way, but it starts in your mind. It starts with a thought. It starts with, how am I going to take this thought that's in my brain and make it into a tangible situation, reachable, goal, if you know what I
Right.
mean.
Yeah.
And we should all have goals. Goals are something that we think in our mind. Write that down, and then you work toward it until it manifests, until it comes to fruition. And that's, I would say yes. I would say yes to that question that you asked me.
Cool,
Yes.
cool. I told you we was gonna get deep. I gotta make it think. It's gonna make it
Right,
interesting.
right.
But you know what? It's all in the pursuit. It's things that a lot of my questions, guys. I don't just be like, oh, let's just grab a question and ask it. I research it. I study
Mhm.
the what entrepreneurship is. I study what different people's opinions of success. So to get it from a bunch of different points of views is key. So let me ask you
Right.
this: to be an entrepreneur and to be in a pursuit of success, you have to create a business plan. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. It's important again that you have a blueprint of what you want to do. And in that blueprint, that's going to entail details of what you might need, what the budget might be. It's going to require a lot of information, and that might require a little bit of research. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
just like, okay, let me give you an example. Before you go build a house, you're not just going to go build a house. You're going to have a complete blueprint of details of where the electricity is supposed to go, where the interior door is going to go, and all these different things that are a part of that house. So I believe even with a business, you have to have a blueprint. You have to have a vision, an idea of what you see for your business. You know what I mean? 2018, the end of 2018 is when I established officially Let's Go to Work Entertainment Network, my business. And before I even did the final paperwork to put it in business format, I had
Hmm.
hired a business tech to get us prepared for the business.
Right.
And, he worked with us tooth and nail. His name is Byron Salone. I really admire that dude because he took time with us. He really laid out what might work in today's business, because it's different than when I did it 15 years ago. And I wanted to make sure that I was in the right, wave of what I was supposed to do. All the new
Yeah.
technology, all the new sites and apps that are available to us in business. He helped us tremendously to set all of those things up. So we established it in 2018, the end, but we had already been working on it for over a year, just in planning stages of what we were supposed to do, the website, this, that, all those details, planning it, before we actually established it. So,
Cool, cool. Y'all heard the woman. Definitely do a business plan. That is an important aspect of becoming an entrepreneur. Just imagine this, guys. Just like the queen just said, there you have to have a blueprint. If you don't have a blueprint, if you don't, for example, if you're going out of town and you don't know where you're going, and it's the first time you're going to this place, what's everybody gonna do? Put it in Google Maps, find their way to get
right.
there, step by step directions, grab an old school map if we were still in that age, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So definitely put your plans down in writing, guys. Queen G writes everything. I write everything. Every page is full. Even when I'm doing these podcasts, I write it down. So if you're in the pursuit of the pursuit of success or doing entrepreneurship, please, common sense should tell you, write it down, guys. Write it down. So Queen, you have more resources than a little bit. I'm sure. I see you post everywhere. You got all the connections. I'm super proud of you and I love it to death.
Thank
But
you.
my question With that being said, my question is, are you getting everything you can from what's available to you as far as your resources?
I would say no.
Elaborate for me.
I would say no because the reason I say no is although I appear to be everywhere and doing everything and have my hands in so many pots, it's still a grind. And things like manifesting sales and creating actual sales, that takes a lot of work. And you have to be very creative on how you're going to get those sales and implement those sales.
Right.
I began recently, lately, to start posting my actual book links on social media versus sitting up there pitching, oh, buy my book, buy my book. You know what I
Right.
mean? Or, sales and stuff like that. Like, you got to get creative because they get weary of the same old pitch that you give. The pitch gets tired and they get tired of seeing you. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like you got to constantly get creative on how you're going to go after, you know what I'm saying, those sales. So I would say no. I would say no. You don't get everything. You really still have to grind, you know what I'm saying, until you reach that mark of where you want to be. So it's
Right.
constant.
Got you. Yeah, I definitely agree. I most definitely agree. And yeah, I'm still in the process myself, here at the Just Be Show, and still figuring out all the resources and trying to figure out how to utilize them. And it's woo chilly. That's what they say nowadays, y'all. Woo chilly.
Right.
Yeah,
And
it's
I don't
definitely a
think I
process.
don't think we'll ever reach that maximum because guess why?
Why is
Things
that?
like social media are always changing. It's always
True.
changing. It's always changing.
Yeah,
It's never the same.
that's
So
very
it's
true.
important that you try to stay on top of what's innovative, what's new, and stay sharp. You know what I mean? Because even from the pandemic to now, it's changed. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, yes, yes. I've never seen so many. Now, social media has always been popping, crazy, saturated, but now
Right,
it's like flooded. It's like, oh my God, everybody, every business, everything is happening on social media. Everybody's working from social media,
right,
working from home, posting on social media. Everybody got a podcast, everybody got a talk show. Man, I've learned about so many streaming websites and streaming apps
platform.
and just software, yeah, platforms that
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea even existed.
Oh yeah.
So in a sense, for the ones that's doing social media, I would say this pandemic has kind of been a blessing in disguise,
Right.
because now you're truly being able to put yourself in front of that audience, and everybody's that audience right now.
Right, right. That's so true. And like I said, because everybody suffered such a financial loss during this time of the pandemic, you really still have to get very creative on how you get people to tune in. The words that you speak are very important. The way that you
Yes.
represent yourself is very important. I'm not gonna put no names out there, but I know a particular person that she gets on social media and she's always derogatory and over sexual, and it's like, dude, do you understand that that is going to kind of come back and bite you? You know what I mean? You got
Right.
to be careful.
Right.
You got to be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah. I definitely agree. And you know what? And with that being said, there's so many obstacles, so many loops to jump through, obstacles to climb over and go around, or try to go around. But one thing is for certain, one thing for sure, two things for certain is, if you leave the obstacle unaddressed, they'll slow you down. They'll
Oh
make you
yeah.
put you at a halt. Your progress will stop. So my question for you, Queen, is are you eliminating all of those challenges, all of those obstacles? Do you face them, or do you just try to go around them?
Sometimes you have to do both. Sometimes you have to address things head on, and sometimes you got to work around certain situations with your action. And your action speaks louder than words. And by the time someone up, you know what I'm saying? Your action tells it all, and then it shuts them up.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I just had a conversation with my mother today, and she been saying that all day. Son, your actions speak louder than words. So just let your actions do the talking and close your mouth sometimes.
Because it really is, honestly, if you think about it, what is your action telling you? We actually give off who we are by our actions. You know, you
Right.
don't do something you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's very true. And if you do, I'm trying to figure out maybe just you ain't in control. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely
Right.
do. But while we on the topic of social media, um, as an entrepreneur or salesperson, no matter what you're doing as far as entrepreneurship, you have to figure out a way to measure things, to figure out how you're doing compared to other people in your niche or niche. How you say it, niche or niche?
Niche.
Your niche. Bam.
Yeah.
Now I finally got it. I finally got it. But you have to. There has to be ways for us to measure it. Like I know Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Twitter, all of those. You can do like the analytics, the insights, and things like that. How do you use Facebook? Do you use the platforms, analytics, and insights to figure out to measure how you're doing, or do you have your own
Yes,
personal
I
measuring?
have those. Like I said, when Mr. Byron Salone helped us set up our business, he also directed us to put that analytics app on our phones and download all these different apps. I have access to Google, all of that stuff. There's a app called Google My Business.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, you could put your own stuff on Google. I didn't know that.
Like your own personal stuff, or do it has to be a business?
Your entertainment business stuff. You have to have a solid business in order to have access to do that, but it's called Google My Business. And you add
There
your
y'all go.
own information onto Google.
That's nice. She's Google. You can Google her, y'all. What you said yesterday? I'm Googleable.
I'm Googleable.
I like
You know,
that one.
when someone wants to find out if you're credible or real or you're authentic, what you're saying in their research, they immediately go to Google. And I would tell anybody, if you ask me for advice or whatever on that, make sure you are putting things on YouTube, because YouTube is still yet one of the top search engines that people use to do
Right.
research on a person.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's real.
it's Google and it's YouTube. And I mean they on this Instagram, but I'm talking about worldwide. When you talk about worldwide, YouTube is still one of the top search engines that they use to find out what you're doing.
I definitely agree. Yeah, I remember when the first time me and the team tried to use Google, when we was pushing Just Be Speaks, the motivational stuff. We had no idea about SEO searching and like search engine optimization or like keywords and tags and adding,
Mm-hmm.
the end cards. And I had no idea about that stuff, man. But when you use your resources and you sit your butt down and pay attention, you get to learn
Oh
some
yeah.
things about it. You definitely get to learn some things. You are on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, there she goes. She everywhere. That's the queen. She gotta be.
Yeah, I have some videos under my actual personal name and under my brand name, Queen G Live Experience. I have tons
Okay.
of videos on YouTube, and I'm
Woo-wee.
uploading things like every day, every other day.
Nice.
So
You own it. You be on it, queen. You be you be on it. I'm so proud to say that I'm your friend, that I'm your little bro. For real, for
that's
real.
what's up.
But you know what? You used to live in Las Vegas, right?
Oh yeah, I just moved from
Okay.
Vegas only since November.
Right.
So
Oh, only since November. Okay. So I remember on the show yesterday, we were talking, and you mentioned about how you were homeless in Vegas. I know
oh
that was
yeah,
a tough time for you. But and I'm not degrading it or anything, but we all go through these as entrepreneurs. We always hit a brick wall when we just fold, we just flop,
Oh
something
yeah.
happens, a blanket gets thrown over us, and we just don't know what the hell to do. So my question for you,
Right.
Queen, is how does homelessness affect your state of mind while pursuing your dreams?
Well, I'm gonna say this in response to that. I was actually homeless while pursuing my dreams. I was homeless at the same time. I was very
Ooh.
popular when it hit our life, in our personal life. I will say this, there is a personal life and then there's an entertainment side. And sometimes personal don't agree with the entertainment side. And I say that because, you know what I mean? A lot of times when you put yourself out there as a public figure, people don't expect you to fail at all or have things like that hit your life. So at first, when it happened, it was due to my husband having a stroke, and he's young. When it first happened, we didn't tell nobody, but we still yet pursued the entertainment industry while we were going through it. And it was very difficult because at the end of hosting the red carpet, I was faced with what am I going to do, or where are we going to go tonight as a family? Like, where's our whole family going to go and lay our heads?
Mhm.
So we went through it for almost 2 years total. And it was a lot that we had to keep private, not
Yeah.
only because of the seriousness of the situation, but also the tie of who I'm related to, too. It's a lot of stuff we had to keep discretionary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get to
But
that.
when it was time to reveal it, I definitely did that. I knew when the time came to kind of expose our hand and tell others what we were going through. And then by
Right.
that time, when people found out that it had been going on so long already, we became inspirational.
Yeah.
And they were like, wow, I didn't even know you were going through that.
Yeah. Man, Queen. I'm sorry, I just had to take a quick moment of silence. I respect that on a whole different level. I think I had heard you mention that before when we was in Texas and Lubbock,
Yeah.
but I had had a couple drinks, so I wasn't quite sure. you know. But when I heard you talk about that yesterday on the Conversations of Greatness, it at first it broke my heart, but then at the same time it motivated me, and it should motivate any of y'all that's watching. She
Right.
started pursuing her success while she was homeless. So, and with that being said, there is no excuses. There is no valid excuse that you can give me or that you should be able to even give yourself to say that I can't do this. I can't chase this
Mhm.
dream. I can't follow my passions. There's no excuse, because here you
None.
have it on this show, The Pursuit of Success. You know, it's a living testimony. She made it through it. She grew
Oh
through
yeah.
it, and that's real, sis. And yo, if y'all watching, I need y'all to send her some love for damn show, because
It
that
was
that's
it
that's
wasn't easy, bro. It wasn't easy at all. But what I learned through that is that you have to trust the process of your life and
yes, trust
understand
the
that
process.
everything, even if it does not make sense, everything happens for a reason. Um,
Yes.
and we lost it all so that we can gain the world.
Ooh, I like the way you put that. I like I like the way you put that. But you know what? Let's get back into the nitty gritty. And congrats
Okay,
on making it out of that, and still continuously going, making it through that.
for
But let's talk
sure.
about this, y'all. We talking about Shonta Renee Gibson, also known as Queen G, the red carpet host, y'all. She went from homelessness in Las Vegas, y'all. If you're from Las Vegas, you know how it is out here. It's hot.
Right.
It's hot out here. Vegas hasn't always been Vegas strong. Let me just say that. but we getting there, and we're growing, and we're growing, and we're growing. But she went from that to 12 published books on Amazon, yo. From what? 12 published books? I need you, sis, to describe to me that joy that you and your family felt the day when you looked on Amazon and was like, dang, I got 12 self-published books. Please, please tell the audience how that felt.
Bro, you know what? Honestly, I'm still pinching myself. It's only been since November. I dropped my first one in November of last year in 2019. And it's just like, it was one of those things that fit for me. I was like, you know what? I can do this. It started with me writing a chapter for a book in a series called Faces of Rap Mothers. And once that bug hit me, I was just in the zone. I couldn't stop. I had so much to give in words, you know what I'm saying? Putting out all these messages on the world. And it was amazing. And the most high that I got out of this was when I did my first one and I saw my first one on Amazon. That was so real, bro. And
What
when
was
I
the
when
first
I
one, sis?
grabbed and had that book in my hand, here it is right here. Let me show you.
Ooh, yeah, I want to see. Hey, what's
Oops,
the
hold
name of
on.
that one?
Queen G Media Course The Journey. This is the very first book that I put out. I'm trying to.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring you up on that. There you go. Just put it right in the middle. Lay to the left a little bit.
Okay, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
you, bam, right there. Where
This is
they
the
can
very
find that
first.
on Amazon, correct?
Yes. Oh yeah. It's on Amazon right now, and then 11 books followed, and also 2 co-written books. It's been a crazy year, bro. And I also during this past couple of months, 7 months, I've also published 2 magazines too as well.
2 magazines, 12 books. Girl, I want to be like you. I
14
want to
books
be
total with co-written
that
projects that we did as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is
it's
beautiful.
been insane, bro.
How do we get a hold of the magazine? Or is it digital?
It's on Mad Cloud actually. It's called Let's Go to Work ENT magazine. Let's Go
Y'all
to
write
Work.
that down.
Okay. See, he
I gotta
didn't know
write that.
that. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I didn't.
I
She
got you.
always dropping them things. I didn't know that one. Let me find it. Repeat it for us one more time.
Let's Go to Work ENT magazine on Mad Cloud. MAGCLOUD.
Sweet. That is nice. Yeah, see, I'm learning something new every day. And let me tell y'all, I learn a lot every time we talk. And every time we
Right.
talk again, it's just more and more stuff. It's just more and more stuff. That's why you just such a blessing. You're a blessing to the
Oh,
world. You're definitely a blessing to the world.
wow.
And like, man, you are a dope soul. Like
Oh,
I'm like starstruck when I talk to you, just to let you know. You told me
wow.
that you was my
Crazy.
stalker. I'm your stalker too.
I'm because I think your questions are dope, bro. Like I'm sitting here like, ooh, what he gonna hit me with? Because you are so creative in your questions. Ain't nobody like you. I have not. Like
Yeah,
as a mm-mm. You up
they
here
coming.
already.
All right, so man, in order for you to be able to do all of this amazing work, 14 books in total, 12 that's published on Amazon, 2 magazines that's on MadCloud, like you are killing the game. But there's no way that you're doing this without some kind of support. I know that you
Oh yeah.
have your kids. I know that you have your great husband, and he is y'all. And he is dope. He is dope, y'all. He's a photographer, videographer. He be with all the functions. He is dope,
Right.
and I can't wait to get him on some of my projects here at the studio. But besides family and friends, where else do you receive support from? Where else do you get your support?
I would say God. I honestly, it's God and then my fam, like my husband and my kids. that is what drives me every day. I tell everybody that before I can, even deal with anything else, I got 7 heartbeats that came out of me. You know what I'm saying? That I do this for. Like, they keep me inspired. You want to know where some of my drive comes from? It's the kids that I birthed into the world. Like, I feel like at this age of 46, I'm kind of getting up there in age. Not to say I'm old, but I'm getting up there. I'm not as young as I used to be.
You
And
don't look
now I'm
like
saying,
it.
huh?
I say you don't look 46. I'm just letting you know.
Ah, I feel it sometimes. I feel it. I feel it. It's crazy.
But
Um,
but your kids, and I mean your
yeah,
kids are
my
authors
kids,
too, correct?
huh?
Your kids, they write books too, don't they?
Yes, I actually 5 of the books that I have on Amazon are co-written with my children. I'm gonna show you one of them right here.
Beautiful.
This one is called My Unicorn Cake.
Okay. Make sure y'all grab that book for you youngins out there. They need to read that.
And it's really cute concepts. All the books have good concepts. Now the last one I recently wrote called Majestic Mermaid, that actually is about a little girl who goes on vacation with her family, and there's a pond outside of their hotel room. She finds a mermaid in there, and the
Hmm.
mermaid takes her to a mystic world in order to help with the homeless crisis downtown Los Angeles.
Oh wow. Wow.
So
That's
these
ironic.
concepts, these books are, my kids are brilliant. Like, they came in here and we did an official writing session. They gave me their ideas. I put mine with theirs, and then with our collaboration, there you have it. 5 books already on the market.
Killing the game. Killing the game for sure, man. Make sure you let your kids know that everybody, the team Just Be, all of Las Vegas, and I'm pretty sure every last person that's watching it says congratulations, and we are proud of
Oh,
them.
thank
Yeah,
you.
we are definitely proud of them. So I remember us talking about one book in particular stood out, and I'm kind of curious to read it myself. I don't want to murder the name, but your son wrote it, I believe, or
Oh, my son, my uncle is famous.
my uncle is famous. What is
Yeah.
that about?
It's honestly about my brother Tyrese, who my son he's basically blown away by the fact that he has a famous uncle. And we what we write about is things like, I look up on TV and he's on Fast and Furious, and like what it's like for a 13-year-old to be related to such a famous person, and the things that they go through in their little minds. Like, hey, when I go to my uncle's house, he has a lot of fast cars over there, and he has all the celebrities that I've seen on TV. Like, that is kind of from that standpoint. And then we
Yeah,
reveal who his uncle is at the end.
got you, got you. So with that being said, let me ask you this: what is it like for you to be the sister of a celebrity?
It's a very interesting position. To say the- it's very interesting. One thing that I always say this: my parents laid the golden eggs. I've been saying that a lot lately. Like, they
Right.
had 4 amazing kids, together, and it's just so dope how we grew up as kids, and music was flowing through the house, or you would see my dad rehearsing with his band, and how it stimulated us in such a way that now, what I'm saying, we have creative spirits. And that's
Yeah.
what I definitely give my parents credit for, uh showing us, what I'm saying, the entertainment side of life. And also
Right.
my mother's love for music, I believe, is what really stimulated us as children. And now here you are, down to my mom's baby, which is Tyrese. He is a world famous entertainer, and it has impacted his life in a major way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And also we saw my parents work hard. That's another thing that with all of her children, we all work hella hard. Like we don't know no in between.
That's good. That's how you make it. That's all about entrepreneurship. That's the fundamentals of it.
We
That's
don't know
definitely the
no
fundament.
different.
Are all of you guys into the entertainment industry?
Three of us are, and my sister is actually a hairdresser and business owner. She's a Mary Kay consultant, and she does a lot of different stuff. But she's still, all of us work like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't gonna
cool.
say Jamaican like a Jamaican.
Yeah. Tell I need some individuals probably in about a couple years. You know, I'd have cut my hair off, but oh yeah, you
We
do have too.
used to the work ethic from my mom. She worked really hard, you know, as a single mother. Once her and my dad split up, that's all we saw. Like all we know is grind.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's cool. That's cool. That's a beautiful thing. Are both of your parents still with us?
Yes.
Oh, that's a blessing. Big ups to the Gibson parents. I wasn't sure what to call them, but big ups to them for it's five of you guys, correct? For giving birth to all of these gems that was
It's
dropped on us. That was dropped on us. Oh, we got a comment. I like this comment.
right.
Let me bring this comment in real quick. Oh, Tiki Doe says, "Hey, 46 years young." See, I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you know, we don't crack. We don't, it take us a while to crack. We got to be in the sun a lot
Right, right.
to start cracking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's man. Yeah, big up to your parents. Big up to your brother for his success, and all of you guys. You know, all of you guys. But I get to see you shine. So again, congrats to
Right.
you on never giving up
Thank
ever. I
thank
definitely, I
you.
definitely respect you for that and for answering that question. I was a little nervous about asking that one, but it needed
No,
to be.
that's fine. Oh,
Yeah,
real quick, what I really wanted to say about that is that it's very interesting, and what people assume is that I am wealthy because he's wealthy.
right.
Now I'm headed
Preach.
there. I'm headed there, but I ain't there quite yet.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
Straight
saying? But
up.
that's one of the big assumptions. That's one of the big assumptions.
That's
So
cool. Well, I'm glad you answered that question and you answered it great too. You just kept it real. You came from the heart, and I definitely respect that. But let me ask you this. You know, let me ask all of you guys this. Everybody that's out there, including yourself, Queen. We always got asked this question. We was in high school or in college or for a lot for job interviews. You know, is you have to plan for the future. You have to live in the moment, but you have to plan for the future. So
right.
where where will we? What will Queen G be doing in 5 years?
You mean in 2 years?
Tell me, tell me. 2 years. Tell me. Let's get it. What are you gonna be doing in 2 years? I want to know because you already doing
Be-
a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna be a motivational speaker, bestseller author.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Amen.
I'm gonna be able to put things in motion, like begin the process of saving for my kids' college funds, and prepare for their future plans and put things in motion like that. A will. Those are things that I'm working on, honestly. And building an empire.
That's what I'm
Building
talking
an
about.
empire.
Yes, ma'am. Amen. 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 Ooh wee. Because you know, I have sometimes I gotta sit and think where I'm gonna be at in 5 years. But honestly,
Right.
let me. This kind of flows into the next question. I mean, the next statement. You know, I just asked you where you gonna be in 5 years. You said where I'm gonna be in 2 years.
2 years.
You
Yeah,
know,
2 years.
yeah, that's inspiring. If y'all didn't find that inspiring, I don't know what's going to inspire you, but that was inspiring right there. But with that being said, Queen, let me tell you this, and I mean this truly from the bottom of my heart. I don't have many idols. Like Will Smith, that's always been one of my idols. Malcolm X has always been one of my idols. You know, There's a couple local people. Brandon Ward, he's a motivational speaker. John Kirk Kinley, my mother, my grandmother. These are all people that has been through the trenches, drugged through the dirt, wiped that mud off, and they kept it pushing. But right now, in the present time, you are one of my idols. So
Wow.
I want to say thank you for that. But I must know, do you have an idol? And if you do, who and why are they your idol?
That is a good question. I still honestly, and she's gotten such a bad rap in the last couple, like last year or so, but I still admire the hell out of Oprah Winfrey for her
Yeah,
accomplishments and her being such a trailblazer, on the media side. You know what I'm saying? A journalist. When it's someone that I look up to, it is her. And I met her before. I met her.
what?
I was on her show, yeah, years ago. Um,
See,
you need to think about more things.
that is dope. How was that experience?
It was great. She's very humble. Me meeting her was amazing, and I was in awe. I was kind of in shock, like what?
Right, that's
Time when her show
man.
was very popular. Um,
Right.
my brother brought my mom a house, and he presented it to her on the Oprah Winfrey show. So I was the one that surprised my mom, and I had to bring her to the show without leaking what my brother was doing for her.
I know
So
that was a task.
I talk about that in my media book. I
There
talk
you
about
go.
the Oprah Winfrey experience in my media book because that was one of the highlights of my life, like meeting this legendary journalistic icon. And
Yeah,
it's not about the money that she's made or nothing like that. It's more about the 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 grounds that she's laid in the journalistic world and the foundation of putting her foot in the sand and being successful and
yeah,
always staying creative. When I look at her, she always got something in the pot that she's stirring up.
yeah. Just.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Oprah. So that's the one. That is the one that I really, really look up to, and I'm just like, wow. One day, you know what I'm saying? I will be able
Yeah.
to position myself, and I'm working on it now. I'm working toward it right now, but it's
Well, you're
gonna
doing a
be.
hell of a job.
I'm so
Yeah.
grateful. You're making me blush.
And I mean it. When we again, when I mean, we've only met one time in public, y'all, and she was coming from Arlington, Texas, to Lubbock. I came all the way from Las Vegas to Lubbock, and when I walked in, oh, I got there before you. She walked in, and I turned around, and all you see is just these pretty pearly white teeth with the biggest smile. And until she got there, I felt like I had the biggest smile in the room because everybody was focused and they
Right,
was practicing their stuff, and I'm just around there like, yeah, just yeah, I'm at a show. I'm about to, you know what I mean? And then she walked in, and it was very humbling because I was like, yo, you can just see your joy. You can just see your passion. And then I found
right,
out it was your husband that was there with us and he was helping you, but he was willing to be in the background to let you shine.
right.
And you were standing in your truth. Oh my God, you're definitely one of my idols. And I appreciate you.
Wow,
You've been on my show on a surprise, you know. Then we did the conversations of greatness yesterday, and now you're
that
on
was
here on a
so
101. It was
amazing.
amazing. It was amazing. And as a matter of fact, for the people that did miss that, give them a little update.
Yeah, I spontaneously, reached out to Just Be to ask him if he would allow us to use his platform to bring me and a beautiful lady by the name of Kenya Sheets, who's an author and motivational speaker, and Just Be all of us together on one platform. And he was more than willing to allow us to do that. We got together. Oh my God. And it was such a powerful exchange. We just had conversation about greatness, what it takes to be great, the steps that you have to, take to pursue success, stuff like that. It was so powerful and so spontaneously put together, and just one of the greatest shows. Like, I mean, thank you for, you know, trusting me, trusting me with that.
No, no problem. Thank you for coming on the show. I had no idea it was gonna end up like that. All
It
I
was.
heard is you needed a favor. So I was like, cool, let's do it. I'm down. I had no idea the kind of energy we would all bring together. And that was
Oh,
amazing.
it was
I learned a lot from that show yesterday.
right. It was explosive, bro. When you have great minds together in one room, like, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. I'm gonna say the slang. What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
it
right.
seems that a lot of people that viewed it thought the same. They thought it was an amazing show because the numbers on that show are phenomenal right now.
Yeah, they're doing really great. And if you guys haven't watched that particular episode, you can find it on Shantae's page. You can find it on Kenya's page. You can find it
Right.
on the Just B Show, Just B Speaks, my personal page. Wherever you need to go find it. This is one particular episode that I encourage you to watch all the episodes because they're all amazing. But conversations of greatness is something you don't want to miss out on. And if you know any fellow entrepreneur friends and just
Right.
people that got passions and people on the rise and that's trying to do something with themselves, let them go watch that. Tell them, sit them down. Hey man, let me flick this on this. Let me cast this to my TV. This is something we all need to watch and pay attention to. It's dope, it's deep, and it digs. And I love it. I loved it. But
It definitely puts your mind in a elevated place. It puts your
most
mind in
definitely.
a position. Yeah, we had it was amazing. It was amazing.
Most definitely. Most definitely. But we are coming close to the ending of the show. So sad, but you know what? We can always do more episodes. I have no problem with getting you back on here. We could talk about things nonstop all day long. But what
Hey,
I
I'll
want
be
you to do,
a sideline, extra host anytime. Just let me know. Let me know.
hey, I'm telling you. But I need you to drop a couple gems for me, Queen. First off, I need you to, of course, let everybody know where they can find you on social media. But hold on, and just give them, the name of the show is The Pursuit of Success. We just talked about pretty much your pursuit, things that you had to go through and overcome and things we're still overcoming and getting through to continue on this journey of chasing success. So if you could give just some quick advice to all of the listeners, everybody that will listen, because I know all y'all gonna watch. To the young generation, anybody, just the entrepreneurial generation, what would you say to them as far as how to continue on this pursuit of success?
The first part of the question, you can find me all platforms, Queen G Live Experience, Queen G Live Experience, and also I have 12 books currently, two code-written projects on Amazon, and you can look those up under my name, Shonta Gibson, SHONTA Gibson, and that is including 5 children's books, and I have 7 autobiographies. So that's how you can locate me on social media. Also, as far as gems that I would hit people with on how to be successful, I would say, first of all, sometimes you cannot share all of your dreams and goals with specific people because you have to be careful about that. There are dream killers and stealers out here that will not believe that you can, and you have to get and clear yourself, steer away from negative people, negative thoughts, negative energy, in order to be successful. Also, create a lane. Sometimes you got to break doors down that don't exist for you. Create a lane, and do what you have to do to make and bring your thoughts and ideas to fruition. Also, don't let anybody tell you that you can't. And that's it.
Man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I was trying to make sure I get that create a lane up there because that's dope. You definitely got to create a lane, Queen. And you know what? Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for meeting me. God, I have to thank God.
God, that was God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
God.
for
Mhm.
dragging me to Texas. He
Right.
drugged me out there, to be able to meet you and live and in the flesh. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little starstruck when I was like, who? Tyreek's sister. I was like, what? And you know what? The same outlook most people would have hearing that, I kind of had on my road trip there.
Right.
Until I seen you in person and we got to talking on the red carpet. Then I was like, yo, this is a dope soul. It was meant for us to meet. It was
Oh
definitely
yeah.
meant for us to meet. It's hard to find people that you can exchange positive energy with on a constant basis. So again, me and the Just Be Show team, we thank you for being on the show and expressing your pursuit of what success is. And we love you,
Definitely.
man. Yeah,
And
we
I want
love
to
you and
say
thank
you
you.
also just keep up the good work and just keep studying your craft, keep doing what you're doing, keep elevating, and take those tips that I gave. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. You know what I
Thank you.
mean? Don't let anybody tell you that. Period, point blank. And your actions speak louder than words, so prove it all wrong. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I definitely appreciate it. You got a few comments in the comments box here.
Thank
That say they
y'all.
love you. They love you, girl. Yes, beautiful queen.
Aw.
Queen, you're so authentic. Awesome advice. Yes, Queen is so solid. I love you, Queen. That's a blessing. You're loved by many. You're
Thank you
loved by many.
guys.
You're
Oh,
loved by many. Yeah. But again, Queen, thank you so much for coming on the Just Be Show. We love
definitely.
having you. Hopefully, we'll get you back on soon. And yeah, we'll talk with you soon. And I'm gonna send you a thank you video. We can chat after this video. And thanks again.
Yes, sir.
All right now. Yo, let me tell y'all, that was a blessing. That was a blessing. The way that me and her met was in Texas a few months back, and she blew my mind. She blew my mind. Even though certain things at this particular show wasn't going as planned or whatnot, you can tell that she was standing in her truth 100%. She was focused, she was purpose driven, and she was unstoppable. And still now to this day, she's still unstoppable. And I can do nothing but respect her for everything she does, y'all. So again, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being on this particular episode of the Just Be Show, The Pursuit of Success. And remember, smile, laugh, and definitely motivate. Inspire one, to inspire all, and be better than yesterday. I love y'all. God bless.